Dungeons and Dragons has been king of tabletop for 50 years. But what if its most fundamental rule, the D20 system, is actually holding your game back? There's a new system on the block, Daggerheart, and its single greatest innovation might just be the new rule in TTRPGs. Today, we're breaking down why its hope and fear mechanic create more drama and more player control than anything you'd find in D&D. In most TTRPGs, especially D&D, our biggest moments come down to one roll of a 20-sided die. You either succeed or you fail. You pick the lock or you don't. You hit the dragon or you miss. It's a binary system that has served us for decades. But it has a hidden cost, the story's momentum. When a player fails a roll, the story can just stop. Nothing happens. Your turn is over and the spotlight moves on. On the other hand, the game master power in D&D can feel like a magic trick. It's invisible and seemingly unlimited. They decide when a monster unleashes its deadliest attack or when the cave starts collapsing. While this gives the GM flexibility, it can feel arbitrary to players, leaving them feeling like they have little real control over the dramatic swing of their own story. Sure, D&D has inspiration, but let's be honest, it's almost often forgotten. A simple band aid on the deeper issue of player agency and narrative impact. What if every single roll, pass or fail, could push the story forward? This is where Daggerheart, from Critical Role, completely changes the game with its core mechanic, the Duality Dice. Instead of 1d20, every time you make a check, you roll two 12-sided dice. One is a hope die, and the other is a fear die. You add their results together to see if you beat the target number, which is similar to D&D. But there's a brilliant twist. You also check which of the two dice rolled higher. If your hope die is higher, you succeed or fail with hope, and you gain a hope point. If your fear die is higher, you succeed or fail with fear, and the game master gets a fear token. Suddenly, every roll generates a resource and has a narrative consequence. You now have four possible outcomes: succeed with hope, succeed with fear, failure with hope, and failure with fear. So, what makes this so much better? Let's get into it. First, the drama is baked right in. A success with fear means you get what you want, but with a sting on in the tail. You pick the lock, but your lockpick snaps off with a loud crack, alerting a nearby guard. A failure with hope means you don't get what you wanted, but something good comes from it anyway. Maybe you fail to persuade the stubborn captain, but your impassioned speech inspired a crewmate to secretly slip you a key later. This system kills the dead end roll. Every single action creates a new, interesting situation. Second, it gives players real, tangible agency. Hope is a resource you can actually spend. You can spend a hope point to help an ally, giving them a bonus die on the roll. You can spend it to activate powerful class features or to call on your character past experience for a mechanical boost. This isn't some vague inspiration point the GM might toss you. It's a currency you earn directly from your actions, giving you control over when to be heroic. Finally, it makes the whole game more collaborative story by making the GM's power transparent. The GM has to spend their collected fear tokens to have monsters use special abilities, introduce environmental threats, or even just to interrupt the player's flow. This creates a visible economy of danger. When the players see the GM pile of fear tokens growing, the tensions at the table skyrockets. They know something big is coming, and they know it's a direct result of the risk they've been taking. It's no longer the GM deciding things on a whim, it's a consequence the players helped build. While Dungeons and Dragons is a titan for a reason, its core pass-fail mechanic can often feel flat. Daggerheart Hope and Fear system is a brilliant evolution. It transforms every roll into story building momentum, giving players a direct hand in managing the game's drama and pacing. It guarantees that even in failure, the story moves forward, and it makes the constant struggle between the heroes and the forces of darkness a visible, tangible part of the game. It's a system where every role matters, not just for what happens now, but for how it shapes the story yet to come. What do you think? Is the Hope and Fear system a genuine improvement on the D20? What are some of your favorite TTRPG mechanics that break the D&D mold? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more TTRPG analysis. Thanks for watching.